It looks like things are about to get a lot more serious with the Final Fantasy VII Remake, as Square Enix's Business Division 1, which is of course helmed by Yoshinori Kitase, has created a new recruitment page with a focus on sourcing new talent to help with development. And within it, they stress that doing so is a matter of urgency for them. It's not even subtle either, and part of me admires that. Whereas other Business Division recruitment pages like Tabata's Business Division 2 or Yoshida's Business Division 5 lead with motivational phrases, the recruitment page for Business Division 1 simply leads with Final Fantasy VII Remake, core staff, wanted. And on the page itself, after this rather blatant message, there are profiles from key staff members within the group, and they each relate to the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yoshinori Kitase, who as mentioned is the head of Business Division 1, leads the way. He states that with the Final Fantasy VII Remake, they hope to change the gaming landscape yet again, as the original did back in 1997. He also rather interestingly notes that they're now looking to ramp up the size of the team as they're heading into the development phase, which is so exciting! He also spoke about how many of the original staff are returning to work on the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Kitase himself was of course the director of the original game, and Nomura worked on the base scenario as well as the character designer and the battle visual director. Kitase also mentions Najima, who was the scenario writer on the original game. However, he doesn't mention any more names specifically, and just says that past staff members are joining the team one after the other. Nomura, who has stepped up to be director on the Final Fantasy VII Remake, talks about how with every generation, people are getting further and further away from the original title. He hopes the Final Fantasy VII Remake will ensure it continues to be talked about as a landmark game for decades to come. However, he also highlights the challenges ahead and doesn't shy away from the fact that in comparison to the West, there just isn't the same level of depth of talent when it comes to developing high-definition games. He also accepts that recreating Final Fantasy VII in today's gaming landscape will require an extraordinary amount of time and resources, and they need all the help they will get to shorten the time it will take to make the game. Recruitment is therefore being treated with a significant degree of urgency, as they want to release it sooner rather than later. Last on the list is a name that you may not be too familiar with, Naokihamaguchi. He's a development lead on the Final Fantasy VII Remake and previously worked on Final Fantasy XII, the entire Lightning Saga as a lead programmer, and acted as a project lead on Mobius Final Fantasy. In his message, he assures creators that they have everything in place to ensure that the Final Fantasy VII Remake delivers, and he encourages people of all experiences and abilities to apply to join the project so that they can revive the emotions that the original game evoked, but for a whole new generation. For your reference, they are currently hiring for 6 roles: Battle Planner, Level Planner, Background Designer, Motion Designer, VFX Designer, and Programmer. So how do you guys feel about the fact that the Final Fantasy VII Remake is now finally heading into its development phase? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, of course, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Also, I want to give a big shout out to Braden, Soro96 in the comments below this video. He reported on this 2 days ago on FinalFantasyUnion.com. Be sure to head over to the website for a rather different selection of news. If you'd like to support our YouTube channel and help us grow, please be sure to head over to our Patreon at patreon.com/FFUnion. These awesome folks have already done so why not join them? Alright, thanks so much for watching guys. This is Daryl signing out. We'll see you next time.